Hello, I'm Aldi. I'm a French-Canadian record collector from Quebec, and I'm going to show you a random pile of records. If I get enough comments, or if you enjoy this kind of stuff, now and then I'll pull out some more records from my collection and show you more. Okay, what do we have here for our first pile? John Travolta from Welcome Back, Kotter, singing his first album. It even says here Barbarino, making profiting from his sudden TV success. Nancy's greatest hits, Nancy Sinatra. What's special about this record is that I found it in the Charity Bazaar, still sealed, not opened. So of course it will remain that way. This is the most megalomaniac record sleeve I've ever seen. The Miss Rousseau's. Now, you gotta admit, you gotta be full of yourself to pull a stunt like this. My god. And it has a very kitschy, terrible disco song, I Dig You. I think it's this one here. Well, I had to keep it in my collection. You all know this record. I found it in the yard sale for $1. What's special about this one, it's the original master recording pressing. And on the Mobile Fidelity Sound Lab label. And what's cool is that when you take the record out, oh, isn't it creamy and dreamy? The label is white. The vinyl is indeed good quality. Problem is there's a deep short scratch in the beginning of Us and Them, making it worthless. But for $1, and you can still enjoy the rest of the album, it's not bad. I'd rather have a rare scratchy record for almost nothing. Hey, I didn't know that. Oh, look at that. I have the stickers and the posters. Isn't that fun? I didn't know that. Oh, okay, I got them from a different record. And I've included them here. Okay, I'll do this later. Paper Garden. Honestly, I don't know what this record is. I just picked it up because the sleeve is cool. I'm doing this more and more now, picking up records just for the sleeve. They're so cheap. If you go to yard sales, garage sales, charity bazaars, you can find all kinds. Oh, it's an opening sleeve. I didn't know that. Huh. Interesting. And there's more here. Okay. Oh yeah. This shouldn't be in this pile because I paid a big $15 for it, so it doesn't fit in my pride of look what I found for cheap, because this wasn't so cheap. Marilyn Monroe picture disc. Big freaking deal. It's not rare. I'm sure if you go on eBay you'll see it. And it will be more or less the price I paid for it. This is a fun 60s cover. Martha and the Vandellas dance party with Nowhere to Run, and just like the image on it. Of course, having good music on it is also a bonus. What's on the back? Another little cartoon here. Dinner music for people who aren't very hungry by Spike Jones and demonstrating your hi-fi. And this is in mint condition. An uncle of mine gave it to me, and it's very good. Sleeve is pretty good. I feel like I'm a-fixing to die by Country Joe and the Fish. I like it because it has that song that they sang at Woodstock. Of course, the lyrics are different. And this is from the time where the same record cover would be used for mono and stereo copies. They would have the image was actually a bit bigger, a bit taller. It probably went all the way here, and it said mono in the back, down there, and stereo up here. So that's why usually the stereo records of the 60s, they're off center. You always have the image a bit low, with the big empty area here saying stereo. And if you have the mono edition, it's the other way around. The image is higher, and at the bottom it says mono, or a different number. And usually in the back you would have the same back, and it would give both numbers. In this case, no, it's not. It only mentions the stereo number, but they often did that in the 60s. I picked this up just for the sleeve. Songs that brought sunshine into the depression by the Hollywood Soundstage Chorus on a Rio label. I like that logo, Rio. It's a Canadian label that reissued a lot of American small labels. Like for instance, Fats Domino's My Blue Heaven is on that label. Oh, actually, I can show you the label on the record. It's a gorgeous turquoise label. Rio. It scared me. As a kid, it scared me because I thought it was L apostrophe E-O, Leo, with a weird spelling. I didn't understand it was a stylish R. I like how children's brains operate sometimes. I had to pick this one up. Just a great sleeve. Marvin Gaye's Super Hits. Cartoony. What's in the back? Oh, just a boring picture. Okay. Another just beautiful record cover. Nothing extraordinary about it. I just thought it was a neat, exciting. Well, the word exciting might be a. Oh boy, I just like it. It's also in excellent condition. Condition is also an appealing quality to sleeves when you find them in mint condition. You see they've been bought once at the store and stored in a cabinet somewhere for 40 years. This I had to buy, even if I'm not into the 80s. I had to buy this for the sleeve. It was $1, but in good condition. $1 is a lot of money to spend on a vinyl record that is not a collectible. But if it's in perfect shape and you know you won't have to replace it by another copy, it's worth it. I just love it. Aliens ate my Buick. What's in the back? Oh yeah, the car is gone. Oh no, what happened? What's on his head? Oh, I can't see. I thought it was Mickey Mouse ears or something. This is a gorgeous record. Oh, that's a good example of what I was explaining, the mono and stereo sleeves. This is a mono sleeve. You can see it's all the way up here. And all of this is empty because if you turn it around, well, you can't see. Sometimes you can look around the cover and you can still see through the paper of the back sleeve, and you can still see the word stereo because it was trimmed off and it was pasted in the back. So this is a mono edition. The stereo edition will have the picture lower in the back. And this is a cover drawn by Jack Davis, an extraordinary artist who drew for Mad Magazine and did a lot of covers, record covers. Oh shoot, I have another one by him. I might show it in the future. It's a stereo demonstration record but on RCA. I don't know where I've put it, but I'll look for it. This is, of course, the Beatles' Let It Be. But this is the American edition, so for us Canadians it's a plus to find this in the yard sale. Why? Because as opposed to the Canadian copy, the US copy has an opening sleeve. I think it's called a gatefold sleeve. And you have these bonus images. And the apple is red instead of being green. And it's not just red on the cover, it's also on the actual record. It's red. Yeah, red apple. Big dollar for that. I love yard sales very, very much. So much that I'm looking for a job right now, and I'm crossing out all job opportunities that would involve working on Saturdays, because the yard sales happen on Saturday mornings, spring, summer, and fall. That's how much record collecting is important to me. I went to Australia, and I brought back some Australia-only record covers with the Beatles on Parlophone. Beatles for Sale, an Australian sleeve. Instead of the usual depressing cover, British cover, here we have the color photos of the Beatles performing in Australia. So this is definitely Australian-only record cover. Beatles for Sale. And this is a rare compilation, the Essential Beatles, that came out in the early 70s in Australia, before the what I call the red and blue albums. this should have been released in America too. Different covers and images. I think this one is on Apple. Yeah, it's on Apple. Australian Apple. And it's not that rare in Australia. So hop on a plane, go to Australia, pet a few kangaroos, and pick up some rare Beatles records. But of course, if you look for them in used record stores in your area, be prepared to pay. Well, I saw it in Montreal. It was $50. So yeah, that was a small random pile of records. And if I get proper feedback, I'll show you more.